Stadium near Florida's Gulf Coast. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cleveland Browns and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
All day, baby, let's go. Let's go.
Here we go, here we go. Time to end it. Watch the slant, watch the slant.
First down, Bridgewater. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
We'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Off the play fake, Bridgewater. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Credit the sack to Vita Vea.
All right, partner, I'm going to be Captain Obvious right here. Not the start you're looking for offensively, right? Incomplete pass, followed by a sack.
And when he went down, it looked like that right ankle got turned, but thankfully he popped up okay, and they breathed a sigh of relief on that sideline. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Instead, they go empty backfield as they'll look to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Devin White. He's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. And they won't get a chance to bring this one back. It goes out of bounds, back near their own 20.
At their own 22-yard line.
Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. Now Manziel. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 7.
It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down.
Watch the pass. Check. Check 43.
Alert.
Hey, Sam. Check. Crunch. Check.
And he'll get this down only to about the 46. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started, and they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. A big play that time for Cleveland. 45 yards.
But we spent a lot of time exalting the offensive masterminds in this game, right? They draw up these beautiful plays. They look so perfect up on the board. But occasionally, sometimes you just say, throw it up and let him go get it. How about that play?
He'll let this go for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So the penalty certainly helps them out as they come up on 2nd and 5. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. Escaping the pressure right. 23 yards on the tuck and run.
On that play, as you saw the route start to develop downfield, I got the sense that maybe the run would set up for him, and he took full advantage of it and got a big gain on a busted play.
So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. From the gun, Bridgewater. He'll get this one to Switzer. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 3 yards is the gain that time, 2nd and goal.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Motion.
First carry for Nick Chubb. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play there, and they're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal.
Rip right.
3rd and goal for Bridgewater. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. From 4 yards out, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Austin Seibert on for the extra point. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0.
Buccaneers, nothing.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, get the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't want to see me. 22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up. Switch. Ready.
They'll hand it off to Bush. Past the 20. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Matt Gay on for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. A give running right is Chubb. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
At their 49-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
They're going to need some therapy after this.
Bridgewater to throw it. On the crossing route, complete. It's Hernandez. 22 yards there, a first down.
I feel for some of these guys nowadays because it is so tough to be able to run with these tight ends. Their speed, their elusiveness, especially when they run across the field, because you're not just running with him, you're trying to run through some traffic as well.
Here we go.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Here's Bridgewater. Johnson's got it complete. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now Bridgewater going for it all. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Slam.
They'll throw again. Bridgewater. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, you've got a receiver here who's got 1 touchdown already in this first quarter, and they were trying to double his pleasure there, wanting to continue to go to the guys already gotten into the end zone. But good coverage to make sure that this time it fell incomplete.
Seibert's kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the 3.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
After the made field goal, Seibert back out there to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Okay, ready?
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
That's good for a Buccaneer first to pick up of 12 yards. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports.
Buccaneers 7.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
You're out.
Shift. Check your hot read. Showing it. Check 3.
61, matchbox lights. Hey, orbit. Snap.
Manziel. And it's incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
Ready?
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. A give, this is Bush. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Yeah, and that was a safety that came through and made the play, but there's no doubt in my mind he hits like a linebacker, and we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss.
Hey, exit.
Here's Manziel. Open man has got it. It's complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 42.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a 1st down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
Deep rim.
They'll run on 1st down. Bush. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Single.
Here's 2nd and 8.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo.
Forced out to his left. Now he'll pull it. The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief
Ready.
all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Let's go.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10.
Go. On the ball.
Watch twist. Back.
Looking to throw. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Mack Wilson able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Let's go.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Hard.
Hey, watch the ship.
Let's go.
Back to throw here. Throw left side complete. That's Rose. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
Now this drive, they're 2 for 2 on 3rd down conversions, but they need 7 yards here. He may try and run for this. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. And Gay knocks this one through, and that will knot us up at 10. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just, I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Now a man open down the middle of the field. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Let's go.
Here's Bridgewater. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I know some teams are leery about playing cover 2 because the strong safety's not usually a terrific cover guy. But in this case, he played it perfectly. Read the football and went and made the interception.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want a drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal.
And got his man complete. 20, 10, touchdown, Tampa Bay. Scott Miller. 96 yards as his guys are able to regain the lead.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes it a 17-10 score. following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field. Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Johnson was the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down. The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football. So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
Let's get it.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So a jump there defensively. And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves. And they still need 6 yards here on 3rd down after the penalty.
Check Mike,
out of the gun, Bridgewater. And down he goes. The pressure getting to Bridgewater. Harold Landry has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there. And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Here's Matt Bosher now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This is taken around the 12. That's a 49-yard punt, 8, though, on the return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here. Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that change. Now he's hit and the ball comes out. Manziel lost it. On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Brings up 3rd and 12.
And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down.
Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist, 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 twist.
56. 56 right there.
They're going to look to throw. And a big loss goes here as he's taken down. Myles Garrett racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Here's Bradley Pinion now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. Landry now on the return. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing is Bridgewater. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Harold Landry in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
You ain't doing nothing today.
Six guys, squeeze. Whip, 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 whip. Watch the whip.
Bridgewater now. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
That's right. That's right.
So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Bucs with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation.
It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Scott Miller with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game, as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Extra point by Gay is up and good, and the lead now up to 14. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Browns' drive about to get started. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Here I come. Here I come. Here I come.
They go play action. Bridgewater. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game.
Here we go.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. To throw, Bridgewater. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Vita Vea getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Third and long for Bridgewater. And he's got his man. That's Landry. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That's good for 28 yards. Bridgewater on 1st down. They set up the screen to Chubb. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. To throw is Bridgewater. His throw incomplete.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. To the air again with Bridgewater. This is Johnson. He's got it. And I think the ball's out. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. So the turnover forced, and a wonderful job on a big return.
And how about the convoy that got created to help him get all the way back upfield? I mean, that's the part that people miss on. That's practice. That's worked on. It doesn't just happen in a game and everyone rallies. They discuss it prior to, and everyone knows their role when they create a turnover like that.
This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. And it's caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And inches at the Bucs' 1-yard line.
They come out here in the eye. So 2nd and inches after that 1st down completion went just shy of the marker.
Give me that ball. Give me that ball, defense. Check, check, check.
Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. From a yard out, as his guys are back within a single score. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself, no reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Here's Seibert now to add the extra point. He's got it, and it's 24-17.
Makes the score Buccaneers 24, Browns 17.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
At the 25-yard line.
Here we go.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
I'm coming after you. Check 24, check 24. Say,
Look at me. Door.
check. Check.
Let's go.
Now Manziel. He's going to look deep down the field. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Got it. 45 is the mic. Check.
There's Nick Chubb as they try to fire up this run game. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Tackled that time by Sidney Jones.
tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
On 2nd and 9, Bridgewater, he's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his second interception of the game, and so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
Got it.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Ready.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
57 to Mike.
Buzz.
I got him. 57. Mike, 57. Go.
Mike's 57. 57.
2nd and 13.
Let's go. Let's bring it.
Going for the deep ball. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I know it's hard to see inside the face mask of the defender right now, but I'm willing to guess that there's a nice little grin on his face because to make that type of a play downfield, you wonder if you're going to be able to make it. You know that if you don't make it, it's a big play that you're giving up. But when you do bat the ball away and you come back and you embrace your teammates, that's a lot of momentum you're bringing back to the huddle. Now you feel like they can't complete anything when they don't hit deep shots.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. So that'll back him up 5.
Don't throw my side.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Right. He's tight right here. He's tight on the right. We got three.
On play action, it's Bridgewater. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Bridgewater. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. From the gun, Bridgewater. Complete. It's Johnson. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not at all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Oh, you got deep?
Bridgewater from the gun on 3rd down. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time has run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now in Tampa. It's the Browns with a deficit. They're trailing, but with the football here to start the 4th. Here's Matt Bosher now as he's on to punt for Cleveland. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They'll start on the ground with Bush. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Check, 59, 59.
Leo! Ready?
On 1st down, they stick with Bush. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
That's it, baby.
Offensively, with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Set up.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Check. 53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike.
On play action, they'll throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Coming this way. Here we go. Here we go.
They'll drop to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Bridgewater to throw it. He's going to fire this thing deep right. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off inside the 10. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They get the crucial turnover, just huge, but now they've got the football deep in their own territory, and you got to be careful because if you give it right back, there goes your lead.
Have to be extremely happy with their defense. They received a gift. That takeaway, even though they're deep in their own territory, now they have the football. And you know there's always that alpha on defense, that grouchy guy. Forget what the coaches said. I'll guarantee you, he told the quarterback, we just took care of you. Now you take care of us.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Check hot route. Hot. No. 36.
He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. It's a big play there for the Buccaneers.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
We got to get the ball, D. Get the ball.
Manziel. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Here's Manziel. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Myles Garrett, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. The Bucs on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and forever. They'll set up a throw, and that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So his 2nd field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the 4th quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Vita Vea able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Now Bridgewater. And the pressure gets to him again. Vita Vea able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
3rd and long now after the sack, and we'll see if Bridgewater has a response. And marking down way up close to the 40 at the 39. How about 25 yards on 3rd down? They'll take it.
This is one of those plays that has an equal chance of either being a big gain or a big loss, but with the college influence, we're seeing more of these plays come into the NFL.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. It's caught by OBJ. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. That's good for a Cleveland 1st down, an 11-yard pickup.
Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
Check Mike, check Mike.
Close.
53 to Mike. 53 to Mike.
Bridgewater now from the 50.
Got you, boy.
And he's got the hook up to Landry. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
And the Browns 1st down.
Here we go.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
He's checking.
On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. And down he goes. The pressure getting to Bridgewater. Vita Vea in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
Exactly what they were looking for. They've been giving up yardage. They've been letting them drive right downfield, but they got a sack right there. How about that for a little bit of revenge?
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Here's Bridgewater. And he's going to go down again.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Third and long now after the sack, and we'll see if Bridgewater has a response.
Everyone got 4 down.
Bridgewater to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game.
Nah, it's not.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Bridgewater to throw for it on 4th. Johnson's got it complete. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Buccaneers defense holds and they get the football back.
Here we go,
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. Little clock management 101.
So fire the cannons. It's a victory here for Tampa Bay, and they were really helped by their defense forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for Tampa Bay, that's now 5 wins on the campaign as they get the job done here. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the New Orleans Saints. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, the difficult season continues as they drop to 1-8. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.